So I've been meaning to do this video for a minute, but I just never really got into it, mainly because I didn't know how to do it. But I think I got it now, and we're just gonna wing it and just see what happens. Is Koikatsu really art, and is it like some type of art form that you could just do, and would you consider it to be like legitimately, I guess, straight up art? And at first I would say no, mainly because, you know, it's a game. It already has stuff in there for you to use. Like, it's not really art in a way. But then if you really think about it, it kind of is, if you really think about it, because like, yeah, you have the stuff in game that you can use to make your characters and whatever, but also at the same time there are so many options and so much customization that you can do, to the point that you kind of have a lot of stuff at your disposal, especially if you already have the modded version of your game and have whoever many characters that you got, you know, all that type of stuff, much less all the types of accessories that you can get via the HF patch and all the special patches and all that stuff. So, you know, it's you can have as much stuff as you want that's in the game, and even if there isn't anything there, you can create stuff, like create your own character models, create hair accessories, create normal type of accessories, create pretty much anything that you want that's capable to be done in Koikatsu. So essentially saying that it's not an art style or it's not art in general, it's a bit much. It feels like it feels a bit false if you say it doesn't hold up to some type of art, because it is in some shape or form, even if it isn't for you. Now obviously another way that you can make it, another reason why it is art, is because diorama. You have the Kara Studio, you have the entire thing with diorama mode, where you can just pretty much put characters in different positions and use different filters and do different poses and all this type of stuff with different camera angles and recordings of it that you can do within the game. Essentially diorama is art, and that just pushes the narrative even further that, yeah, while it still is in game, it doesn't matter, it's still at the end of the day art, essentially, even if it is a Gensai game. And then when you really look at the community as a whole, you realize there's a lot more to it than just what's in the game. You have other stuff as well, like one animator named Fable, who is probably by far the best animator in Koikatsu, if I'm being honest. And they do a really good job on a lot of animations. Still do not understand how all these animations are done, but just from looking at it, you can tell they spend a lot of time into, you know, working in Koikatsu and working in Kara Studio to get the desired effects of what they want, much less messing with the lighting, the, you know, environments and everything else by making the characters and making them look good and shiny. You know, Fable does an absolutely amazing job. I've been wanting to talk about Fable for a minute, and finally I've been able to, and finally this video is the chance to be able to do it, because, you know, he's really damn good at what he does. Not to mention you also have people like Jinvin and all the other dang Koikatsu artists that is out there. Essentially, yeah, why they just sometimes make a story with it and not really focus on the art aspect of it. Jinvin is definitely someone that you can label as an artist, honestly, even if it's not for you, it's for someone. And essentially with the entire inflation video that we made, that's pretty much an art form in itself when it comes to Koikatsu, especially because that was a whole, yes, it might be a weird kink, it might be something that might not be for you, but essentially it is something for someone, and someone that's definitely going to enjoy it. As I said before, this big ass Shiaki is definitely not going to be able to fit in my house. Like, I'm being perfectly honest, because she's too damn big. But essentially, I don't mind that, because she's still, you know, got a lot of heat at the end of the day. But essentially, at first, I didn't think inflation was all that great. I thought it was a bit weird, but over time and with the right characters, I didn't mind it, because it looks kind of nice. Hell, some of the Danganronpa Koikatsu characters that I, you know, have in my game, they're a bit inflated in some ways, you know, and they're looking really nice. So, you know, it's not really all that bad. And essentially, when it comes down to it, if you say Koikatsu is not really something that's like art worthy, or something that doesn't really, you know, do a lot of stuff when it comes to art, it really is, honestly. Hell, a lot of these characters, I wouldn't be surprised when people make OCs, get them it gives them the idea of how to draw certain characters. Hell, you can use Koikatsu to draw stuff for, like, let's say you want to draw a sketch of a character. You can use Koikatsu when you have a nice 3D model of that character that you're looking for and impose them in ways that you just draw that and put it in your sketchbook. It's nice. It's an easy tool to use, especially if you don't know exactly or remember fully what they look like and you don't have a clear picture in your head of what they might imagine they will look like at this certain angle or in this shape and form or doing this or doing that. Koikatsu is a huge help when it comes to that, and really people should realize that especially if you're an artist that does like 2D drawings and stuff like that, Koikatsu can help you, and it really does an excellent job of being accurate with its poses for the most part. It gives you the freedom to basically do whatever you like, and essentially, even though obviously it's a bunch of modded stuff added together, those modded stuff add up and they actually make the game a lot more fuller and better. And it's just nice, honestly. It's really good. And again, I highly recommend anybody to get in Koikatsu and enjoy it. Yes, it might be a simple system, way more simpler than Blender and SFM, but still, it is a system that people still do appreciate and still do enjoy. So essentially, that's pretty much what I wanted to cover for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification layouts. Also follow me on Twitter, talking links to donate to the channel, Patreon, and Ko-Fi is available as well. And until then, it's your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.